Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Personal Belongings to Rituals. And today we're at episode 7. And yes, I released the song. And yes, I'm very happy that I finally able to put out my heart and soul into the world. Did you enjoy the song? Did you like it? Whew. And there's more to come. Alright, let's start our episode with our Love Tarot reading. And today we're gonna read from the Goddess of Love Tarot deck and the Romance Angels Oracle. And because I'm an independent artist, therefore I'm gonna have to, drop the songs like droplets of water because I need to gather attention. So all of your likes and comments and share means a lot to me. I just want to say thank you in advance, and I'm glad that you're coming back here every randomly a week to 10 days for this rituals. Okay, let's start with the Goddess of Love Tarot deck. What news and love from my fans this week? What news and love? I have been away. Now I want to know what news and love for them. Alright, let's also shuffle this one and then we're gonna pull them all together. Oh, hate the flu. What news and love? What are the messages that the divine wants my fans to hear about their love life? Okay, so I'm gonna pull 2 from each deck. The Chariot. Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. True Love. Healing family issues. Okay, so let's get into it. We have the Chariot and Wheel of Fortune. Well, here the Chariot suggests, like this combination suggests a movement after a period of stagnation. The Chariot is about determination, taking decision, and overcoming obstacles, where the Wheel of Fortune adds cycles, turning points, and unexpected change. Together, they can indicate that your romantic life is entering a different phase after, a time of stagnation, like without remaining stuck in one position. True love and healing your family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And this is the romance of a lifetime. Well, so the healing family issue card makes this spread less about a simply announcement that somebody is coming, but more about family patterns and childhood experiences, emotional conditioning, or unresolved family dynamics may have influenced how you approach intimacy. And in this interpretation, healing family issues is specifically connected with the possibility that family experiences can affect romantic relationship. And I think that you already know this. A simple example, like how I would never date somebody who's like my dad, you know? But then if you go deeper, why? And then you figure it out, oh, because this is where it hurts, and then you work on that. Not to fix it, you're not broken, but just to know that where your value lies and what kind of partners have you been attracting into your love life, and what kind of partners are you expecting from this point forward to come into your life. And also forgive your parents. This is their first time being parents, their first time being a man or a woman, you know. And then for the true love card, it's, you know, like it's a little cherry on top, but I wouldn't interpret this as like this fixed person that is coming into your life is the true love of your life or something, but it's more like after the process of healing and looking back into your old pattern, you will know what is it that you accept from a romantic partner. So what is it that you would not put up to? And with a touch of the Chariot, it's mean that you already know what to do about how you want to approach your romantic life. And it's not a card, you know, like it's not a spread of waiting around for fate to come, but it's more about you going out there and getting what you want and not settle for less than what you want and deserve. Yes, I can see that you are becoming less willing to repeat an old relationship pattern. So the message here is quite simple. Short and simple is that don't chase love from your wound. Choose love from the healed version of yourself. But then of course, if you have a relationship problem, you can only heal it within a relationship. But so far, to acknowledge what is it that you deem to be acceptable and could help you, could fulfill you, could bring you into the new horizon of love, that is what you must sit down to think about before getting into any relationship. And that was the message for this week. I'm on a flow today. All right. And we're coming to the second chapter of this episode, which is a reading of this As a Man Thinketh book. Last time, we have finished chapter 5. Yeah. And we're coming to chapter 6, Visions and Ideals. He who cherishes a beautiful vision, a lofty ideal in his heart, will one day realize it. Dream lofty dreams, and as you dream, so shall you become. visions and ideals. The dreamers are the saviors of the world, as the visible world is sustained by the invisible. So men, through all their trials and sins and sordid vocations, meaning mistakes and sufferings, are nourished by the beautiful visions of their solitary dreamers. Humanity cannot forget its dreamers. It cannot let their ideals fade and die. It lives in them. It knows them as the realities which it shall one day see and know. Composer, sculptor, painter, poet, prophet, sage, these are the makers of the afterworld, the architects of heaven. The world is beautiful because they have lived. Without them, laboring humanity would perish. He who cherishes a beautiful vision, a lofty ideal in his heart, will one day realize it. Columbus cherished a vision of another world, and he discovered it. Copernicus fostered the vision of a multiplicity of worlds and a wider universe, and he revealed it. Buddha beheld the vision of a spiritual world of stainless beauty and perfect peace, and he entered into it. Cherish your visions, cherish your ideals, cherish the music that stirs in your heart, the beauty that forms in your mind, the loveliness that drapes your purer thoughts, for out of them will grow all delightful conditions, all heavenly environments. Of these, if you but remain true to them, your world will at last be built. To desire is to obtain. To aspire is to achieve. Shall man's basest desires receive the fullest measure of gratification, and his purest aspirations starve for lack of sustenance? Such is not the law. Such a condition of things that can never be obtained. Ask and receive. Dream lofty dreams, and as you dream, so shall you become. Your vision is the promise of what you shall one day be. Your ideal is the prophecy of what you shall at last unveil. Dreams beget realities. The greatest achievement was at first, and for a time, a dream. The oak sleeps in the acorn, the bud waits in the egg, and in the highest vision of the soul, a waking angel stirs. Dreams are the seedling of realities. Your circumstances may be uncongenial, but they shall not long remain so if you but perceive an ideal and strive to reach it. You cannot travel within and stand still without. Here is the youth hard pressed by poverty and labor, confined long hours in an unhealthy workshop, unschooled and lacking all the arts of refinement. But he dreams of better things. He thinks of intelligence, of refinement, of grace and beauty. He conceives of, mentally builds up, an ideal condition of life, the vision of a wider liberty and a larger scope takes possession of him. Unrest urges him to action, and he utilizes all his spare times and means, small though they are, to the development of his latent powers and resources. So outer as his mind become that the workshop can no longer hold him, it has become so out of harmony with his mentality that it falls out of his life as a garment, and with the growth of opportunities which fit the scope of his expanding powers, he passes out of it forever. With the growth of opportunities which fit the scope of his expanding powers, he passes out of it forever. We see his youth as a full grown man. We find him a master of certain forces of the mind, which he wields with worldwide influence and almost unequaled power. He holds the cords of gigantic responsibilities. He speaks, and lo, lives are changed. Men and women hang upon his words and remold their characters, and sun-like he becomes the fixed and luminous center around which innumerable destinies revolve. He has realized the vision of his youth. He has become one with his ideal. And you too, youthful reader, we realize the vision, not the idle wish, of your heart, be it base or beautiful, or a mixture of both. For you will always gravitate towards that which you secretly most love. Into your hands will be placed the exact results of your own thoughts. You will receive that which you earn, no more, no less. Whatever your present environment may be, you will fall, remain, or rise with your thoughts. Your vision, your ideal, you will become as small as your controlling desire, as great as your dominant aspiration. Oh, right. So we are coming to an end of this book, and we have this chapter 6, and then chapter 7 will be the last chapter of this book. So I think I'm gonna, chop it up into, little episodes, because I want to spend more time with you. And of course, after this, I'm gonna plan something new just to come up here and yap. I love reading books for people. Like, I really love bedtime story for my son. I love reading stuff, and I just want to do it. So I have some space to, show you who I am, like a part of me. And I want to connect with you on some level of intelligence and philosophy, right? Yeah, it's been nice. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today. And just so you know, more songs are coming, albums are coming, and cannot wait to show you what I have in store. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for giving me love and support, and I'll see you next week.